Hey, what's going on, man? It's Jay, and we are back with the Success Series, man. We took a break to get some content together, to get some good reads together, right? To better these things for you all, the audience. So now we back. We just gonna dive right into it. You already know how this goes. You've been watching my videos. 3 nuggets, man. These 3 nuggets, if applied, they can change your life little by little, man. And the reason why that's possible is because these 3 nuggets are changing your thoughts. They're changing how you think about not only yourself, but others around you and the situation that you are in, right? When you change your thoughts, you change your actions. You change your actions, you change your habits, right? You do those things, your environment, right? The space around you, you will notice will start to change. And that's the big thing that we want to do because we want everybody to be successful in their own right. Okay? Cool. Bet. So this week, what we're doing is we are getting these nuggets from Boom, the Go Giver, right? So this book is a lot about what I can do for others, right? And in return, just because of how life works, in turn, you will always benefit if you put others before you, right? But in order to do that, you have to do certain things, right? So I grabbed 3 nuggets out of the book, and it's the 3 laws, right? It's 3 of the laws, right? So yeah, let's get right into it, man. So the first one is the law of authority, right? The law of authority. And what the law of authority means is that you must be yourself at all times. Why is this important? This is important because if you are putting on a front about who you think you should be and you are not presenting who you are, people will eventually find out. They will eventually figure you out, right? You may even get in the door with the front, but you will not last long inside that room, inside that space, if you are not being true to who you are. This is very important because when we are ourselves, we are most comfortable, right? And that's not to say you cannot improve upon yourself, but never be something you're not, right? And also, in doing so, what you will notice is that the things that you truly want to do, right, that are really here, deep down inside of you, that are really you, they're going to be a lot easier to do because you are yourself, right? You don't have to wake up in the morning and say, man, I hate doing this, right? You don't have to do that because you love doing it because that's what you really want to do. That's you, right? It may get hard at times, but it's going to be a lot harder to quit something that you want to do than it would be to quit something my mom wants me to do or my grandma wants me to do. My dad wants me to do. My friends want me to do. Society wants me to do, right? Law of authority. Be you at all times, right? That's your first nugget, man. Boom. Second nugget. It's called the law of influence. And for this nugget, I just want to read you guys a couple of quotes and then I'll expand upon those, right? So the first quote is, your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first, right? This is key, right? How many times have you gone to somebody and automatically said, hey, I need this from you. I need you to do this for me. How many times do you approach someone that you may need something from and you ask them, hey, I need this, but how can I benefit you, right? How can this be a 2-way street instead of a 1-way street? How can I help you? When we put other people's interests first, they feel as though we care. And we should, right? You should care because you need that person. That person needs you, right? So it should always be a relationship that is give and take. Let me do something for you. Let me do something for you, right? And doing something for the other person and not really even expecting anything in return, right? Because don't do something in order for you to bring up later, oh, remember when? Because that's one thing people hate. They'd never ask you to do anything else for them again if you do that. Never do that. Never do something for a person that you are not ready to not receive any gratification from, right? Any kudos from, or them not returning the favor. Don't do it, because you're setting yourself up for disappointment, right? But you do things out of kindness of your heart. Hey, let me help these people. The way the world works, and I don't know how to explain it, guys, but the way the world works is when you are genuine, you get genuine things back. And it works like, I don't know why it works like that. I don't know how it works like that. I don't know who's God, what God, I don't know. What I do know is that every time I've done something out of the kindness of my heart, eventually, right, whether it was the same day, next week, next month, it always came back, right? And if it even doesn't come back, the one thing that you are doing and you're guaranteeing is that you're building relationships, right? Because people are going to remember you. They're going to say, man, Jay, I remember that dude. He a good dude. He helped me out and he didn't ask me for nothing, right? So then maybe you do need them one day and you don't bring up what you did for them. You let that rest. You let that rest where it is. But you just say, hey, can you help me out with this? And I'm 100% sure they'll be like, yeah, I can help you out with that. I can do that for you. So, again, I'm going to read the quote again, right? Your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interests first. That's your influence, man. If you have a big influence, you have a lot of influence over people you work with or your family, right? When you talk, people be quiet. Because they want to hear what you have to say because you have influence. They understand your character. They know you. They know what you are about. Put other people's interests first. And I'm telling you, every single time, they going to put on for you. They going to put on for you. Cool. The law of influence. Third law. And this is my favorite, guys. I saved this one for last. And I'm going to expand on how this really changed my life when I started implementing this law. Okay? So the third law is the law of value, right? And there are two quotes that I want to read from the law of value. The first one is, people will do business with and refer business to those people they know, like, and trust. People will do business with and refer business to those people that they know, like, and trust. If people don't like you, they're not going to want to mess with you. They're not going to want to do nothing with you, right? If they don't know you, they're going to be suspicious still. If they don't trust you, it's over, right? Those are the three things. Those are the three things. You coming into my circle, you coming into my crew, right? We don't know this dude. So now we need time to get to know them, right? But then you get to know them. Now it's like, are they a people person? Do I like them? And if you like them, it's like, okay, I like them. I like that cat. They cool. Okay. And then that's when you start building trust. Can I trust you to do these tasks? Can I trust you to be on time? Can I trust you, right, to be a good person when I'm not around? Can I trust you to be a good person to the person you supervise? Value. How are you adding value, right? Second quote. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, when I started instituting this, life changed. Life changed. I go into situations asking myself, how can I add value? What is here and what is missing, right? How can I make this place, this area, this space that I'm occupying at the moment, whether that's relationship, work, your friendships, how can I make this space that I'm occupying, how can I add value to it? How can I add value to it? And then once you figure out what's missing and how you can add value, do it. Don't need to tell nobody. You don't need to tell nobody. Just do it. Just start doing things. Oh, the trash need to be taken out. Everybody pass the trash up. I'll grab the trash. I'll grab it. Oh, these people, they not getting trained. We need some material. I'll make it. Oh, somebody busy over there. You know, it's not my job to help them, but I'm going to go help them anyway. Because we all one team, right? I'm going to do it. It's not my job, but I'm going to do it. It's not my job, though, but I'm going to do it. How can I add value? When you start adding value to places, that's how you become valuable. Until you are adding value to your space, you are not valuable. You're replaceable. And when you leave, they won't even remember your name. You'll never leave a mark on the world. What is your legacy? Legacies are made by people that add value. We will remember Steve Jobs forever because of the value he added. We will remember Elon Musk forever because of the value he added. Will we remember you forever? Are you adding value? Are you adding value to your relationship? All of them, right? Not just romantic. Are you adding value to your workspace? Are you adding value to your own life? What things do you want to do that you know are missing, but yet you still put them off because you put other things ahead of them? At what point is your personal growth and your personal development valuable? At what point will you add value to yourself? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves in order to grow. I love the law of value because it always puts you in a place that is of growth. How can I add more value? How can I be more valuable? Right? And it's not to say that you have to give your life and your blood, sweat, and tears and everything to your job. But you do have to add value. You do have to add value. You do have to add value to your relationships. You do. Because if you're not adding, if you are coming into my house and we are having a potluck, and I got everybody else bringing dishes. Everybody else bring a dish. Right? They add and they putting food on the table. They putting food on the table. And you come into the house and you don't have a dish. Why do you think you can eat at my table? You didn't add value to this table. What you did was take more than you gave. That's a great reference because at a potluck, when you bring a dish, no one ever eats the whole dish that they brought. They eat a little bit of everything, and in all, you eat less than you gave. But you did what you did because you understood that we all doing this. We all bringing food to the table so we can all eat. And you add value on your level. Let's go deeper. Add value on your level. I don't expect someone that's making $1,000 a month to add the same value as somebody that's making $100,000. Don't expect that. But that same person that's making $1,000 a month, through their actions, they can add more value than that person making $100,000 a month. So it's not even about money. It's about what level you on mentally, really. If I need a donation, it can be about money. If I need something paid for. But a lot of times the way we add true value is not through monetary means. It's through giving a piece of ourselves, right? Giving a piece of our time. The most valuable thing. So the law of value. People will do business with and refer business to those people they know, like, and trust. I gotta know you. I gotta start to like you. And I gotta trust you. Right? Cool. Your true worth is determined by how much more you give in value than you take in payment. What are you giving in value? What are you giving in value? Right? How are you making your space? How are you adding value to your space? Ask yourself that question tonight. And I want you to go to work tomorrow, or I want you to get up tomorrow with your family, right? And I want you to add value in some way. It could be a little thing. But add value to your space. Let's all do that. Hey, thank you again. Thank you for everybody who watched these videos and love them. You know, like, comment, subscribe, retweet it, repost it. And man, we're going to keep the nuggets coming. We're going to keep the nuggets coming, man. Just a side note, the reason I do this, the reason I do what I do, guys, is I understand that knowledge is power. I understand that if you can gain different perspectives, right, that can literally change your life. Before I started reading books, I was a completely different person, and I got some friends that can attest to that. But now, right, and that's not to say that I was a bad person, right, but I wasn't as cultured, right? I wasn't as knowledgeable. I wasn't as open-minded, you know? So when I start reading, it really changed my life, and it changed the way that I went about certain things, right? It changed the way that I went about conversations, building connections, right? Building relationships, my work ethic, you know? It made me question what I was doing, and it made me think, is this the right way, or can it be better? And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes those conversations with myself, they hurt, because I realized that who I thought I was, right, that's where I want to be, but who I actually am, there's a gap between those two things, right? And right now, and until I die, my whole goal is to be able to close the gap as much as possible, and just to be able to get as close to the person I imagine myself as, right? And I just want to be great. I just want to be great. And I know a lot of other people want to be great out there too, but you might not have the resources. So if nothing else, I hope these nuggets can be put in your tool bag, you know, that you can reflect on them in order to have the resources, in order to know, right? Because sometimes we're just ignorant. We just don't know, right? I just didn't know before I started reading, especially growing up in the community that I grew up in. I just didn't know the information. It was in the world, but I didn't even know the questions to ask to be able to start finding it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a little background about why I do what I do. and why I believe in it. Because it's life changing. It's life changing, really. So cool. Thank you again for tuning in. If you made it this far in the video, you a real GOAT. And comment if you did make it that far, this far in the video, for real. That's the 3 nuggets, man. The book is called The Go Giver. The book is called The Go Giver. I definitely recommend picking it up. It's not like a lot of the other self-help books, man. It's like a story. It's like a story, and it'll keep your attention. I definitely recommend it. If you cannot afford it, right? If you cannot afford to buy this book, do comment down in the section. I'm willing to buy 5 books for 5 people, right? We gonna do this. We gonna be great together. We gonna try to eliminate all the excuses that we can in order so we can level up. So cool. That's it, man. Hey, the Success Series is back in action. Let's go.